Last time these two teams met, the Philadelphia Flyers opened up a big old can of whoop-ass on the Montreal Canadiens. They beat them 6-4. It was actually on the same day that Torts was fired as head coach. And you know what? Since that game against the Canadiens, the Flyers, they've actually been undefeated. They're loose right now. They're playing loose hockey. They're allowed to have fun again. They're probably allowed to watch TV. They're allowed to give each other haircuts. Jeez, Matt Vay. Yeah, you might want to get a touch-up on that one. But anyway, the Flyers, they've been playing some pretty good hockey, and the Canadiens have been equally as impressive. They're also riding a 3-game winning streak as well heading into this one. And before we dive in, I want to tell you that this game review is brought to you by Miraj Trading, where you can now pre-order the brand new 2024-2025 SPX Hobby Box. That's right. You see, these bad boys are going to be released right at the end of April, so if you're big into collecting hockey cards, you don't want to miss out on this one. So head on over to MirageTrading.com and pre-order yours today. All right, here we go. Habs, Flyers. The puck is dropped. Before I even get a chance to settle into that ass groove on my couch, former Montreal Canadian Ryan Poehling, remember him? Yeah, well, he's back. Obviously, he's playing for a different team, and he's about to chip one past Samuel Montembeault to give the Flyers an early 1-goal lead. Well, doesn't that make you a little stomach sick? Of course it does. I'm sorry to inform you, but it's only about to get worse, because immediately after this goal, Alexandre Carrier picks up a 4-minute double minor for high-sticking the Meechmeister. Right on the schnoz. Now he's got a busted nose to go along with that shitty haircut. But anyway, we gotta get over that. Because this power play is actually a turning point in the game. Not only did the Canadiens kill it off, but they gained a huge amount of momentum in the process. You see, now all of a sudden it's the Canadiens who got their foot on the gas pedal. And I mean, if we're being completely honest here, they're going to have their foot on the gas pedal for the remainder of the game. Now, the first period comes to an end with the shots on goal being 7-4 in favor of the Philadelphia Flyers. And now we're going to move on to the second period, where the Canadiens keep pushing. But unfortunately for them, there's a young goaltender between the pipes over there, Samuel Ersson, who looks like his mother must have made love to a brick wall during the night he was conceived or something. I've never seen anything like it. This glove save on Christian Dvorak was pretty disgusting. Even Gallagher had to have a little chuckle with him about it. There's going to be no goals scored during the second period of this hockey game, but let me tell you something. The way that the Canadiens were playing, you just knew it. You knew it. That if they came out swinging like that during the third period, there was only so much longer that the Flyers were going to be able to hang on. Now, let's move on to the third period, where the Habs continue to apply pressure. And just over a minute in, they're finally going to get rewarded for it. It's Brendan Gallagher. He's going top titty upstairs for his 20th goal of the season, and that's a huge goal for the boys. And my God, does it ever give them a shot of adrenaline? Because just like a minute later, before we all even get to settle away after that Gallagher goal, look who it is. It's going to be the Calder Trophy winner for this season, Lane Hudson. And he's going to go end to end to snipe a shot past Ersson that just doesn't even make sense. Look at this reaction from Ersson. He's like, what in the name of Lord of the Rings is going on here? Everything was going good for the Flyers just a few minutes ago, and now all of a sudden the Canadiens, they got a 1-goal lead early in the period. And as you can see from the footage, they're already pushing for more. Now, with just over 10 minutes remaining in the game, the Flyers get a golden opportunity to tie it all up at 2. Juraj Slafkovsky picks up a 2-minute minor for boarding on Couturier. That was a bit of a greasy play. Coots got caught up in a bit of a Habs sandwich there. And on the following Flyers power play, after a couple of key saves from Samuel Montembeault, watch Nick Suzuki. He's gonna take this thing right around the Flyers net. He's got Flyers all around him, and you gotta admit, he makes them all look like a bunch of idiots or something. He fires a shot, it beats Ersson, and just like that, the Canadiens, now they're up by 2. They're running away with this one. But I mean, it truly wouldn't be a Habs game without at least one last Mike Matheson Christmas gift late in the game. He's going to toss a puck right out of his own zone. This one's going to hit the McDonald's outside the Bell Center, and it's going to give the Flyers a pretty important late power play, where they do score a big goal to make it a 3-2 game, but unfortunately for them, their little streak, it's about to come to an end, and that's as far as they're going to get in this one. Ladies and gentlemen, your Montreal Canadiens have won 4 games in a row now, and they're picking up some big points to lock down that final wildcard spot in the East. Now, as you can see, after that game last night, they're sitting a little more comfy right now. They got a nice little 4-point cushion, which kind of feels nice. But tonight, they're going to be right back at it again. They're going to be on the road against the Nashville Predators, and holy shit, I know it's going to be tough, especially after putting up such a battle in last night's game. But if they actually come out of this one with another 2 points against the Predators, man, it's going to take quite a bit of pressure off this team. It's also going to add quite a bit of pressure to the teams that are chasing him. And I don't know about you, but I'm officially in playoff mode right now. I want to see playoff hockey. And I know there's a lot of people that keep thinking about, what's the point? What's the point? If this team makes the playoffs right now, they're probably only going to play 5 or 6 games before getting eliminated in round 1 anyway. But, number one, you don't know shit. You don't know what's going to happen. I've seen this story 100 times before, and the reality is, if this team gets into the playoffs, there's zero expectations, which makes them even more scary in my opinion. And trust me, I would not want to be the team that's got to play these guys right now, because when everything's going right, they're just downright scary. Obviously, whoever they play, they're going to be going toe-to-toe against one of the top dogs in the league, which means it's a team that's got the weight of the world on their shoulders. And in this kind of a situation, anything can happen. And number two, come on. I mean, look at this team. With this team being one of the youngest teams in the NHL right now, the experience alone that they're going to gain is something that it's going to go a long way for the future of this hockey team. I'm telling you. Some of these young guys, they're super young, like Gooley, Hudson, Mario. Guys, they're going to gain so much valuable experience, even if it is for just a few games. I don't even care. I just want to see it happen. I want to see some playoff hockey. It's nice that we're finally at this point again where we get to watch some meaningful games. I mean, really, when you look at it, they've been playing playoff hockey for the past couple of weeks, and they've been doing pretty good, so let the good times roll. And let's see what this young team can do in the playoffs. Let's see if they can surprise us. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support lately. Again, you guys have been great. Don't forget to leave me a comment to let me know what you think of this team right now and what they've been doing lately. Give that like button a freaking dirty old cross check from behind before you leave here. And hey, see you next time.